What up, cooks? It's your boy, the Hater. And since I've been gone for a while, I want to take a moment to do a video about some videos, I should say, about some of the things that I've missed and that I haven't talked about yet. Arguably the most important of these things, and I don't even think it's arguable, it's like the most important thing in wrestling right now in terms of storyline, is the whole Devil storyline. And I'm sure, as many of you could predict, I think this whole thing is a complete and colossal waste of time. And I thought that the reveal of Adam Cole as the Devil was not only predictable as hell, but downright stupid. Now let's get to it. For those of you that don't know or don't care, in AEW, MJF and a variety of other wrestlers, including Samoa Joe and some other jobbers like Hangman Adam Page, were being harassed by a group led by a character named the Devil, right? This is supposed to be some sort of like play on the fact that MJF, for no reason whatsoever, calls himself the Devil because he wore a devil mask once. It's really, really stupid. And I don't like the fact that he stole my catchphrase from several years ago before I started this channel of I am the devil and no one's on my level, or some facsimile of that, right? I think I just called it the devil level. But anyways, doesn't matter. Of course, he didn't steal it from me for real, but I came up with it first, cucks, so I resent that. Now, the Devil storyline was incredibly stupid because there's absolutely no need for it, right? Why would anyone be doing this, right? They can just attack MJF immediately and just cost him the title. Why does this need to be like a 3 or 4 month build-up or whatever? Probably not 3 months, but, like at least 2 months, it seems like, right? Obviously, I saw what was happening, right? As soon as this started, I knew that the original intention was obviously for Adam Cole and MJF to have their match, right? That was the match that they started building up to before Adam Cole got injured because he weighs 125 pounds, and anything this guy does is going to lead to an injury from now on. So I don't even know why he's being employed. It's like all he does is get injured. Like it's like he's been back for 3 years and he's done absolutely nothing because he's just always injured. But nevertheless, the point is Adam Cole and MJF had a tag team. The tag team got over. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. The tag team got over. So we have that as a reality, and this reality is further bolstered by the fact that they had their own tag team finisher. They became the tag team champs, and it was clear where it was going. Right? They were playing the game of like, oh, when is MJF going to betray Adam Cole? And then it was going to be Adam Cole that betrays him. Now, who gives a damn who betrays who? Right? It's not like either of these guys is like established enough. Right? They both are heels and they both are faces at any given moment. So it's not really like shocking if, MJF, who's been a heel like 90% of the time in AEW, betrays Adam Cole. It's not shocking at all. It's what you would expect, right? It's likewise not shocking if Adam Cole, who's betrayed everyone he's ever worked with, betrays the next guy, right? It's not shocking at all. Of course, both these guys are betrayers. It's shocking when you don't expect it. It's shocking when Jeff Hardy turns heel. It's shocking if Cena ever turned heel. It's shocking if Rey Mysterio turns heel. It's shocking when Hogan turned heel, right? It's not shocking when Carlito turned heel and turned face every 2 weeks, right? That's just stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Now, with all that being said, the reality is that the storyline was doomed from the beginning. Now, it was further doomed when fragile Adam Cole got injured, right? They had to pull the titles, and they basically just took Samoa Joe. Randomly, they're like, it's going to be Samoa Joe. Probably nobody was happy with that decision, but what can you do, right? They took Samoa Joe, and they just put him in the same spot as Adam Cole. He became the friend of MJF, and he became the tag team partner, and then ultimately he became the guy that beat MJF. Now, the gravitas was far, far less than what it was intended to be. They were obviously ripping off the Aces and Eights, right? Where the point was nobody's supposed to suspect that it's Adam Cole, right? And then it's revealed to be Adam Cole. And in this reveal, Adam Cole benefits by winning the title, right? That makes sense. Adam Cole did all this. He dressed up as the Devil and had his henchmen beat up other people so that he could get in MJF's head so that he could beat MJF for the title. That's clearly what they were going for when they thought of this, right? But they couldn't do this because fragile Cole, right, couldn't keep it up and, got injured and, hope he gets better and all that. But now the leader of this group is a 125-pounder, right, with long hair, who's starting to look old and who can barely walk. I mean, this is the leader, right? I mean, it's like if you had Paul Ellering versus Adam Cole, like Paul Ellering would beat up Adam Cole. You know what I mean? Like probably usually, but definitely now that he's injured, right? So it's like, what's the point, right? But they're trying to make it seem as if MJF is such a jerk that Adam Cole is going to make it personal. Oh, God, get out of here. Like, with that shit writing. It's personal, is it? How about you go fuck yourself personally? You know what I'm saying? Now, to add insult to more insult, this group is a collection of jobbers. First of all, we have the Kanellis guy, Mike Kanellis. I forget his other name, but Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett from ROH. Oh, also in the middle of this circle jerk, two of the masked men, just like it's the same thing as Aces and Eights, honestly. Two masked men became the tag team champions. I mean, that Aces and Eights didn't have tag team champions, but the point remains, right? They had masked people that would wrestle. Two of the masked men became the tag team champions. I think they're the ROH tag team champions, if I'm not mistaken. But they're some sort of tag team champions, right? And it was revealed that they're the Kingdom, Matt Taven and Kanellis, or Mike Bennett, right? Now, I call him Kanellis because he was in WWE for like 3 years. He had like one match, went to rehab on their dime, which, you know, I'm not one to ever trivialize rehab because I know a lot of people that have gone to rehab from my I don't want to say my personal life because it's not like my family, but it's friends. It's people that I've met through my endeavors, cucks, that have had to go to rehab, and some of them are doing well, some of them are not. So I'm not one to like knock rehab, but I don't like the fact that him and Maria Kanellis just came to WWE, did nothing, and just took a paycheck for 3 years, two paychecks for 3 years, had a baby on their dime because they give like pretty good paternity leave and maternity leave, I'm told, right? Then had Mike Kanellis went to rehab for like a year on their dime, and then they contributed nothing. And when he was there, he was like on 205 Live. He's like a jobber. He's a cruiserweight jobber, right? Matt Taven, who I think is the best one in this entire group, I like him. I always have when he was in ROH, when he was ROH champion. I thought he was a good champion back in the day. Then, to make matters worse, we have Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong is a solid wrestler. I would say he's one of the better wrestlers in the world in the sense that he never botches anything, but he's very boring. Then, the worst one by far, I mean, you know, arguably the worst one is Adam Cole, but the worst one other than Adam Cole, Wardlow. Wardlow is, you know, when they say WWE didn't know what to do with, you know, Keith Lee, and I counter that by saying Keith Lee's a fat nobody, right? AEW did not know what to do with Wardlow, who was massively over when he turned face. That's another video for another time, cucks. But Wardlow is now in this group, and he is the lackey of this group. He has gone from being the lackey of MJF to being the lackey of Adam Cole, right? This is stupid. The entire point of Wardlow separating himself from MJF was that he is nobody's lackey. So, he was nobody's lackey for about 3 weeks, and now he's the lackey of a lesser wrestler called Adam Cole. On the other side of this bullshit, we have the, I'm sure, soon-to-be returning MJF. They're playing it as if like he's going to WWE, but he's obviously going to return and beat up Adam Cole. Right? And then we have Hangman Adam Page, who is coming off multiple losses to Swerve Strickland. And then we have Swerve Strickland, who is on a roll, and Samoa Joe, who's the champion. All of these people are involved. Now, look at all these people. What do they have in common? Well, one of them is Samoa Joe, and the other ones are people that wrestled in 205 Live or NXT. They're all jobbers, right? Or that would wrestle there. Nobody cares about Swerve Strickland. I'm not sold on this motherfucker yet, by the way. Oh, Swerve Strickland is great. Is he? What's the difference between him and Carmelo Hayes? What's the difference between him and Mustafa Ali? Oh, Swerve, why not drive? Swerve, why not? That's not cool. People are like, oh, he actually feels cool. No, he doesn't. He wears an exaggerated coat, and his manager comes out and dances. Now, the dancing is pretty fun, and I'll give you that. But it's fun for a comedy gimmick, right? He's like, oh, whose house? Swerve's house. Great. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Swerve's house? Fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate him, but I don't see the big deal at all, right? To me, this has Trick Williams and Karrion Kross written all over it, in the sense that people are overhyping something that doesn't need to be overhyped. This has Johnny Gargano written all over it. This has Tommaso Ciampa written all over it. This has Bull Dempsey written all over it. It'll amount to nothing. But nevertheless, That's the title picture now, and that's what we have to look forward to. A bunch of jobbers trying to get the title from Samoa Joe. It feels like TNA's X Division back in the day, except TNA went up and got people like Sting and Kurt Angle, and AEW is going down and losing people like Jade Cargill, who in my opinion was their number one talent, and CM Punk in terms of potential, right? That being said, go fuck yourselves.